Thanks to Supplement Review for reviewing my pre-workout Boom from Proform Nutrition.
Here comes the, here comes the, here comes the, y'all don't really want it like, here comes the.
Okay guys, welcome back to the Supplement Review. Now this week we are looking at Boom, the Tom Stoltman edition from Proform Nutrition. Now Tom Stoltman, if you don't know, is a strongman and he had an absolutely awesome run at the Atlas Stones earlier this year.
You can see the effort going in both guys, giving it absolutely every ounce. And Stoltman so quick. Wow! Wow! Wow!
Now there was a lot of interest from our members of the public in this, so we ended up having quite a few people volunteer to test it. We sent out a lot of samples and this is what the public had to say about Boom.
It's really sweet. Aftertaste is a little bit like toxic waste, if you remember those sweets. There's a little bit of white powder left at the bottom, a few lumps, but the mixability is good, nothing to really be worried about. I'd definitely enjoy that.
Got quite a big interest in this one. I've used a lot of their products. I've not got around to using this one yet, but also we've been into strongman myself. This is one that's really got my attention. So let's dive in and see what it's like taste-wise. Yeah, so taste, I quite like it. It's quite pleasant, quite a refreshing taste to it. Absolutely no bits whatsoever. Just went down really nice and smooth.
Mixed very well, no grit, just nice and smooth. Cracking taste, like a peach punch flavour. Quite liked it, to be honest.
So Treat's kind of seen me out some of the Tom Stoltman Boom signature pre-workout to try. First impression, mixes pretty well. Taste-wise, it smells quite nice. It's a bit sweet, a bit sour at the same time. Can't think what it tastes like. But yeah, it's not too bad. It's something you can easily drink.
Another day, another pre-workout. Today is Boom. Boom sounded posh. It's really nice, really chill. Like, but what flavour is it? Can't actually describe the flavour, but really tasty and mixes amazingly.
It's quite nice, really. Mixes well. It's nice. I'll let you know how I got on through my session.
This pre-workout mixed fine. I had absolutely no problems, no real bits floating around or anything like that. Flavour, I really enjoyed it personally. One of the best tasting pre-workouts that I've had, hands down.
I had a fantastic session on it. Numbers were progressed or stayed the same, and I'm in a deficit at the minute, so that's great news. The focus was good, pump was good, energy was good, it was all there. You know, it was a really good all-round pre-workout. I had the beta-alanine tingles, which I know some people don't like, but I enjoy it. Like I said, something you could use every day, which is a really nice all-round pre-workout.
Yeah, good pre-workout. Really enjoyed it, and it says about sort of the pump you're going to get from it. I've got to be honest, I didn't get a pump, which for me suits me since I train more for strength. But the energy seemed endless. It really good. It just kept coming and coming. The session was an hour 40 minutes long, and energy wise it just didn't seem to dip at all. So yeah, really good pre-workout, and one I would definitely use again.
The feeling, it was good. There was no crazy face itch, which I can't stand. In terms of kind of really kind of putting me into that zone, not as good as others that I use, but yeah, sufficient to get me through a session. No real down, just yeah, kind of come down towards the end of the session, which I usually get from most pre-workouts. But yeah, did the job, lifted some heavy stuff. Would I use it again? Yeah. Would I buy it in bulk? Probably not, but yeah, decent pre-workout.
So I've tried Boom a few times now, so it's not a bad pre-workout. I mean, the energy's there. It's very smooth. There's no crash. There's no real massive come up, which is quite nice. But I guess one of those ones. It's not a bad product. It's not like top of the market product, but it's all in all, it's a solid product. It's not one myself I'd personally buy, but I would recommend it to people kind of more on the beginner side of training.
So, was a pretty good session. I felt a little bit sick at first when it started to kick in, but nothing major. I actually had some strength increases, which is good. I haven't had any of them for a little while. Gentle. I wouldn't describe a pre-workout as boom. Gentle.
I wasn't feeling very well on the day when I did my session. I was unmotivated, I was tired, I just simply couldn't be bothered being there. After my workout, you could feel it kick in. It got me through my session. It was a real heavy session as well, a lot of volume work. Yeah, and it kept me there, kept me focused. My drive was good, got a good pump as well. The only thing I'd say, which was my negative, was I was really sweaty, like more than average. But to me, that's not a bad thing, like sweating in the gym. It's still not my favourite pre-workout, I'll be honest. I still prefer the Team Affinity Primal for what I do. But yeah, it was solid, like I can't fault it. So if people want to try it, I'll really recommend it. It was good, it really got me through. It's a thumbs up from me.
It wasn't a blatant smack in the face pre-workout. I had slight tingles in my hands, things like that, nothing extreme, which probably a good thing. It still worked. I hit better numbers than I was expecting to or planning on hitting that day. I hit new PBs across the board, so I can't complain about that. Definitely recommend this to anyone. Give it a try. I'll definitely be using this again.
Okay, thank you very much, guys. Now, we've got Richard Foster, who's the owner of Strong Sports Nutrition. He's going to stop by and give us his opinion on the formula for Boom.
So my name is Rick and this is the supplement review. I've been looking forward to talking about this product because it's got lots of really promising aspects. There's a couple of bits that I feel are missteps, but crucially, I've had the opportunity to speak to the people involved and find out why they've made some of the decisions that I thought maybe were questionable and see where they're going with the product in the future. Boom by Proform Nutrition, Tom Stoltman's signature pre-workout, is a really promising product. It's a 20-gram scoop. Flavor's really good. And I'll run through the ingredients just now. Citrulline malate, 6,000 milligrams, 2-to-1 ratio of citrulline to malic acid. I have said before in strongman-based pre-workouts, you maybe don't want to have very large doses of ingredients that give a pump, but there is a benefit to citrulline in terms of blood flow and recovery. That's why in Primal we spec 4 grams, but Stimumax we spec 6 because Stimumax is more geared around bodybuilding. But clinical dose, can't particularly fault it. Beta-alanine, you'll hear people, including myself, bang on about 3.2 grams being the clinical dose. The bit that people miss is that the clinical dose of beta-alanine is actually a cumulative dose over time. The higher your daily dose, the sooner you'll reach that saturation point. So the fact that they've gone over a clinical dose on this isn't a bad thing at all, unless you dislike paracentesis, the tingling effect you get from a pre-workout. If you want to get the maximum result out of your beta-alanine, I'd pair it with a product like Maximize or something that contains estrogen. Now again, having spoken to Proform, they're looking at incorporating estrogen into this product in the future, which will elevate it up several levels in my opinion. Beta-N anhydrous, 3,000 milligrams, really good dose, good ingredient, helps with recovery, helps with power output. Seen in things like Power Up, that's a great ingredient and it's at a good dose. The first bit that made me really go, not sure about that, creatine monohydrate at 1.8 grams. We all know creatine monohydrate needs to be at 5 grams for it to be useful. That didn't make much sense. However, I was fortunate enough to speak to the guys at Proform and say, look guys, what's going on here? And it was simply because they were doing a 20-gram scoop, and when they'd done the formula, there was a 1.8 gram deficit. So rather than fill it with maltodextrin or sugar or crap like that, they've put in creatine monohydrate at 1.8 grams. That while that might not have much benefit, it's certainly better than an inert filler or a maltodextrin. Acetyl L-tyrosine at 1,300 milligrams, good solid dose, actually higher than in Stimumax. I like that, that's good. Arginine Akg. Arginine Akg is an ingredient that I don't like to see in any pre-workouts anymore. Most of the recent data has shown that it actually reduces endurance, it doesn't give a very good pump, there is no value in that ingredient. It adds nothing, and you could argue that it makes it marginally worse. Taurine, 1,000 milligrams, osmolite, good ingredient. Choline bitartrate at 500 milligrams is going to help with focus. That combined with the tyrosine is a very, very good choice, I feel. 350 milligrams of caffeine anhydrous. Again, although it's on the high end for what I would like to see in a bodybuilding product, that makes sense for a strongman product. The main two issues I have with this are, one, there's very little in here that makes it particularly fit for purpose for strongman. Now, I know Tom personally, I know the guys at Proform, that's not a dig at you guys, but I just feel that there's nothing in there that is specifically strongman versus a product that's made for a bodybuilder. You could sell this to a bodybuilder quite comfortably. And it lacks a novel stim. So if you're used to products like Stimumax, like Atomic Bomb, like Primal, like PR3, like the Anomaly, like any of these products that use Juglans or Kigelia or Theacrine or Dynamine or some of the American products, it's not going to have that punch that you expect with something that is boom, you know, something that you expect a punch from. It will, in a future iteration, contain Juglans, and I feel that that will transform the product dramatically. Juglans is an ingredient that I absolutely adore. I feel good on it, I feel happy, I can sleep, I don't get a crash. So once that's done, I feel this will be a really worthy product. We are going to stock it. A couple of reasons for that. It feels good. When you train on this product, you feel good. It feels, it's not especially strong, but you get a decent amount of work done. It tastes great, and I like where the brand is going. They're not standing still, more than happy to evolve the product as they go, which is great, and it's something that we should see more of. So in its current iteration, I would say that this product is a decent intermediate level pre-workout. It's well dosed on the most part, it just lacks that kick. In the future iteration with Astrogen and Juglans added in, I think you'll have a real world-class product on your hands, guys.
That's great. Thank you very much, Richard. Now, when we first got the tub through, I had a look at the ingredients list and I was a little bit underwhelmed, if I'm 100% honest. It just wasn't a particularly standout formula. There was nothing in there that I hadn't seen before. It was just a collection of good ingredients at good doses. When I tried it, I had to eat my words. Because honestly, I really enjoyed training with this. I had some great strength with this. You get really good pumps from all the citrulline that's in there. And you know what? Good pre-workouts with a limited amount of ingredients, properly dosed, is what we talk about all the time as being the best thing that you can have. And you know what? This is actually a really good pre-workout. Everything in here is at or above clinical dose. So I'm not sure this is a product that is primarily aimed at strongmen or would work for strongmen. But in terms of your general gym goer, then yeah, 25 servings you get in there. Flavor's really nice, ingredients are really well dosed. I wouldn't hesitate to recommend this. If you're somebody that wants to support Boom, who I think are one of Tom's sponsors, or you're just a fan of Tom and you want to show him support, I couldn't knock it. Boom.